Welcome back, beautiful people. How's it going? Michael with sharpthings.com. Hey guys, I wanted to do something a little bit different today. You see, I get asked very oftentimes, what is my favorite knife? I don't really have a single favorite knife is the answer. I don't really have a single favorite maker or brand. I've got things and brands that I love and that I followed for a long time. But to be completely honest, I'm an enthusiast and a collector, and so I like a lot of things. People think that I may be just glazing over the answer because I work here and sell knives for a living, but that's the honest to God truth. I am an enthusiast and a collector before I am a salesman. So I really truly do love a lot of different knives, makers, and brands. That being said, there is a couple brands, a couple makers that have been with me for a very long time that I have collected for a really long time. And today I want to do a highlight of one of those brands. This is the brand that got me into collecting knives. I was gifted a Spyderco Para 3 from my supervisor when I was in a warehouse gig. And that started me on this whole journey of collecting higher end quality knives over more like gas station style knives. So today we're going to take a look at some of my personal favorite Spyderco knives that we offer here at the shop. Now keep in mind, these are not all the Spydercos we have. We have several options that are not going to be shown in this video. We do plan on going a little deeper with Spyderco in the future, so be on the lookout for that. So for right now, let's take a look at some of my personal favorite Spyderco knives that we have available in stock at sharpthings.com and here local at 6610 North May Avenue, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. But let's go down here and check out the Spyders, shall we? All right, guys, so I figured might as well start off with the Para 3. This is not the exact same model that I owned. I had actually this was an older model with lesser grade blade steel. The cool thing about Spyderco is they oftentimes offer the same model of knife with varying blade steels and handle materials, so they're at all different kinds of price points. This Para 3 has the Maximet blade steel. All knives that I'm going to show today are available and in stock at sharpthings.com as of the recording of this video, and here locally at 6610 North May. So yeah, this is the Maximet. I'm not going to get into all the details of all the different blade steels. That's for a different time, a different video, but just know that Maximet is a crazy high-end blade steel with like super edge retention. Very, very good blade steel. I actually have owned this exact knife as well. This model with the gray handles and the Maximet blade steel. Yeah, fantastic knives. Like I said, this is the one that started it for me. So when people ask me like, what's my favorite? I don't have a favorite, but this one's in my top 5 of all time simply because this is the knife that started me into the high-end knife world, and I carried this knife for about 5 years as my everyday. Next one's going to be the Smock. The Smock, it's a collaboration with Kevin Smock. He's a custom knife maker. You can see his logo there on the back side of the blade. That's a Smock logo. This one has a carbon fiber pill ply over the top of the G10 scales. Super duper nice flipper tab, which Spyderco does not do very often. There's only a couple of them out there that have a flipper tab, and I really do like this one. Look at that wicked kind of Warncliffe reverse Tonto style blade. Beautiful, beautiful work. This one is CPM S30V. They do use a lot of S30V, which is still a phenomenal steel. It's an older steel, but it's a really good steel. Flipper tab deployment, button lock. So yeah, the Smock. One of my top favorite knives from Spyderco. Another cool thing about Spyderco is they have, all different kinds of options. They have, sub $100 options, and they've got, some pretty expensive ones, high-end, more detailed, knives. And this one I'm holding in my hand is, of course, the infamous Drunken by Spyderco, and it is on the higher end of things. This one is, it's a relatively expensive knife, but it's a very, very refined knife as well. The milling, it's a collaboration with Sinkovich. He's a well-established knife maker, custom knife maker. He's known for really cool milling patterns, and you can see this drunken pattern milled into the titanium here. Also, cool little fun fact, it's also milled into the carbon. It may be hard to pick up on the camera, but that milling pattern is on the carbon fiber as well. This bad boy has an S90V blade. Look at this thing, just absolutely stunning. It's going to be hard to pick up, but this one has like their mirror polish, but then it's actually media blasted after it's been mirror polished, so it kind of has this like soft mirror polish to it. It's not like glass, crystal, shiny, but it's like very, very reflective, very, very pretty, slicey style knife. This blade shape is reminiscent of the Spyderco Spidey Chef, which is very similar in its overall ergonomics and blade shape. This is just the slightly higher end one, sporting that S90V. You have the blue titanium pivot, blue titanium pocket clip, pivot on both sides. Yeah, this thing is just elegance, really, really well made, really high-end materials, snappy, smooth action. I mean, it feels like it's just sliding on glass. It's buttery, buttery smooth. So yeah, this is the Drunken, and this is another one of my favorites. All right, so next up, we're going to be taking a look at kind of on the other end of the spectrum. This is the Little Native. It sports the wire clip, which I absolutely love their deep carry wire clips. Very low profile, very freaking awesome, actually. This is the new Little Native. This one has their compression lock. Previous variations did not. And this one has their wicked new Wharncliffe blade, which I absolutely love this little thing. Especially for an everyday carry, fifth pocket, kind of utility user knife. You've got great ergonomics for actually like cutting stuff, you know, if that's what you do with your knives. Weird if you do. You know, this has their, you know, both sides, so it's ambidextrous. You can do left or right. Their patented compression lock, S30V, wicked little Wharncliffe blade. And this one is not on the expensive side. This one's on the more relatively less expensive side. So this is the Little Native. This one comes in a lot of different variations. This is the one we currently have, and this is one of my more favorite iterations of it. Up, we've got the Shaman. I have owned so many of these knives. I absolutely love the Shaman. I think it's you know, a masterpiece of a knife. It's got the classic traditional kind of Spyderco leaf blade, but without the bulging top. That's the thing. A lot of people say Spydercos are ugly. I personally don't find them ugly, but I can understand where someone is coming from. The hole in the blade. This is a bigger knife. You know, like I said, I always say I've got relatively large hands, and as you can see, it takes up. It's a big old boy. It's a nice work knife. Like, this is when someone wants a Spyderco knife that's you know, hard user. There's no question this is the one I go to. Ergonomic though, the contouring on the scales makes this knife comfortable to hold. It's got, you know, this beautiful finger well right here for you to your finger choil for you to put your hand in. Jimping on the spine makes it nice to dig up in. You know, just dig your thumb in there and get a good solid grip on this thing. Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic, and it also has the compression lock on it. So, you know, just really, really nice one-handed operation. This one is the Gail Bradley. I absolutely love this knife. It's got the carbon fiber scales, blacked out hardware, blacked out clip. This one has, you know, it does kind of have it's got the finger hole, so that's your primary form of deployment, primary method for deployment. This one has M4 blade steel, which M4 is a really, really cool tool carbon steel, really, really good steel, super high edge retention, hard steel, really great steel. And I just like this knife. I think it's just elegant. I think this knife just looks like classic knife. This just says knife to it. And I've carried and used this knife multiple times, and I can testify it is fantastic. A different thing about this one has a traditional liner lock. You don't see this very often with Spyderco knives. They don't do it very often, but this one does have the traditional liner lock, which I love liners and frames. I'm a huge fan of those styles of locking mechanisms. So yeah, this is the Gail Bradley. So there you go, folks. Spyderco is one of my favorite knife brands that we carry. I've been collecting Spyderco for a long time. Beautiful, beautiful knives. Tons of variations, tons of options available on sharpthings.com, not just the ones that I've highlighted here. So yeah, check us out, 6610 North May or sharpthings.com. You can just search for the word Spyderco and get a glimpse at all that we have in stock. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to you guys soon.